Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Finch, and welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. We are playing Zeratul today, also joined by Frost. He is playing the Demon Hunter. Zeratul, the stealth assassin himself, the man from StarCraft. If you've played StarCraft, you know who Zeratul is. The badass Dark Templar that he is as he cruises around. In this game, he is also still a badass. He is a very high damage dealing. If you play Dota, he's very similar to Ricky in the sense of he's always going to be stealthed, and he just shows up and kills people and just does a lot of damage. So let's talk about his ability real quick as we load into the Dragon Shrine. As always, I got the little handy cheat sheet so I don't screw everything up. His passive is a permanent cloak. Just cloaks him when he is out of combat for 2.5 seconds, which is great. His three abilities, we have Cleave, Singularity, Spike, and Blink. So his Cleave is his E. This is an AoE radius ability, does damage. The Singularity Spike is going to be a skill shot that shoots forward, does damage. After 1 second, it slows them. It sticks to the target, deals 500 damage per level, or 500 damage, and then after 1 second, it slows the enemy by 40%. So there you go. If you cared about the nitty-gritty details, you can go on, just do a Google search for Heroes of the Storm, and you can find, all sorts of good stuff. His E is going to be a blink, similar to like a Queen of Pain. If you play Dota, you just blink around the map, and you can really close that gap and jump on people. His ultimates, we'll talk about those when the time comes. But for this game, his talents, level 1 talents, I went ahead and took Greater Cleave. It increases the cleave radius by 33%. This ability is kind of your bread and butter because of the low cooldown. You're going to be in there, you're going to use it, and then it's kind of a good way too to finish people off because you're going to blink on top of them. You're going to use the cleave. It's a lot of damage. It's bursty, so that increased radius really helps. And there's a couple other ways to build him, but for this game, I went ahead and got the Greater Cleave radius. So I'm coming in here mid. Frost is mid, playing the Demon Hunter. We're going to try to jump on this Demon Hunter. Barely escapes. I was able to hit him with the Singularity Spike, but that's slow. But if anything, it just forces him out of lane a bit, and we're going to, give our middle Demon Hunter a little bit more ability to sustain himself. With Zeratul, you notice I'm going to be roaming a lot more than other heroes in this game. We are able to keep, one hero in each lane. We also have the Tinkerman, I forgot his name, Gazglow or something like that. We got him, and he's able to kill the neutral creeps while we go ahead and cruise around the map. So we're going to try to see if we can take out Raynor here, but Raynor's too good. He has that heal. Our Raynor's getting a little bit too dangerous here, especially against a Kerrigan, just due to the amount of damage that Kerrigan puts out. We do pick up a kill on their Raynor, and Kerrigan here has to force to retreat. And that was a really big win for us because the Dragon Shrine opened up right then. So I'm able to blink over that wall, get that shrine, and then I'm going to go heal up real quick. But you can see there that they got a little bit aggressive on the Raynor. I was sitting right there in stealth. I'm able to jump out, help my buddy, and we're able to finish that kill off. Level 4 now, we get the choices for abilities and skills. So we have a Focus Attack, Vampiric Assault, Shadow Spike, and Sustained Anomaly. So if you're using the Spike a lot, like right here, get that 30% slow, but we don't even need the slow because of the damage output of the Cleave. For this level, I went ahead and grabbed the Vampiric attacks just because I do like that sustainability as we cruise around the map. And once again, you kind of see the same thing. We're just blink forward, use that Cleave. The Barbarian, Barbarian barely escapes. Probably could have finished her off, but I got a little scared. It was probably better not to die, just because we do want to grab these the Dragon Shrines as much as we can. But for Zeratul, you're really seeing you want to cruise around the map consistently. You want to be moving quickly, bouncing from lane to lane, because you're always going to be cloaked, and then when you're on your mount, you're also cloaked, so you can kind of close the gap, get in there. And a lot of enemies so far, I don't know if they just aren't used to looking for invisible units, or if it's just because they're not, I don't know. The way Invis works in Heroes of the Storm is it's like StarCraft, where you see the Observer or a Dark Templar, you see that shimmer, it's the same shimmer, but if you use an area effect attack, if you use like a Cleave area effect attack, it's going to do damage, and you're going to be able to reveal them from stealth. So if you see somebody that's stealth moving around, you want to try to get them out of stealth so you're able to see them. These guys haven't really done a good job of that, so I've been able to go around and pick up kills and catch people off guard. The enemy team makes a really big mistake here by using the Dragon Knight, and there's really nobody else coming with him. It was just Brainer by himself. We're able to bleed forward, cleave, kill him. There's not really any of his allies helping him, which is kind of what they're supposed to do. I might be able to pick him up here if I blink into the base, but it's not worth it. We're going to chase down Malfurion and see if we're able to take him out. We do hit with the slow, and the rest of the rest of our allies end up running away. Did I get out of here? Yeah, I barely get out of here. Demon Hunter showing up. The rest of my teammates really didn't want to chase it. As you can see, I'm playing stupidly aggressive. That's just the way I like to play. So I hit him with the Q, or I hit him with the W, and then able to get a Q and then blink out of there. The Singularity Spike is really good because of the range. You're able to set up other stuff. If you can hit them with that, then blink on top of them and cleave, that damage is going to proc, that slow is going to proc, and then you're able to cleave and pick them up. There isn't a talent ability that you can take, and that'll give you the ability to shoot it without being out of cloak. And so if you really like using that ability and you find yourself using it all the time, you're able to grab that, hit it with that first, and then you can kind of sneak up on them still. For level 3 talents, you have Block, you have Rending Cleave, you have Assassin's Blade, First Aid, and Searing Attacks. For this game, I went ahead and picked up the Assassin's Blade. You can see here we just start really taking over this game. We grabbed that Mercant. But talk about the talents real quick because I was too busy rambling. I ended up taking Assassin's Blade. This is gain 25% attack damage for 5 seconds when breaking cloak, 10% increased movement speed while cloak. I actually prefer taking Searing Attacks more. Searing Attacks is when you activate it, you're going to be doing 50% more damage for 5 seconds. That just allows you to kill stuff really quick. But for this game, I took Assassin's Blade, actually, quite honestly, by accident, because the icon, I thought it was a Vorpal Blade, which is the rank 5 talents, so I just saw a purple icon and clicked on it just by focusing, and it actually ends up working out totally fine for this game, because that damage, you do get a damage boost with the amount of movement around the map I've been moving. 10% movement speed definitely does help, because I've been roaming pretty much the whole game. Ultimate time, we have Shadow Assault, we have Void Prison. Void Prison allows you to lock people down. Shadow Assault allows you to just kill people. With Zeratul, you're moving around the map. You just want to kill people. So for this game, I go ahead and pick that up. We really need to grab this Dragon Shrine, so I'm going to come down bottom and help Mr. Tinkerman and see if we can grab this tower. These guys are getting a little bit low. They don't even know I'm in here, so I show up. 25% more attack damage. Hit that with the W, and he's dead. So we pick up 2 kills. We're able to grab this, and we can grab the Dragon Knight and go ahead and push into their base. Our team's doing a good job of communicating. You notice a lot of chats going on, so we're doing a pretty decent job of communicating, staying together, working together, and getting our objectives on the map. And then overall, this has been a really close game so far. Even though the levels don't really show it, we are up 3 levels, but we haven't quite killed the forts yet, which the forts are the key thing. If we're able to kill some forts, then we're in a huge lead. If we can't kill them, we're going to be still kind of stuck in this position where they have an opportunity to come back. I probably should be cutting mid right now. I was just trying to finish off that creep camp to get some experience. They were coming in. Now, if we can get this fort, it's going to help immensely. It's going to put us even a larger lead. And we really need the Dragon Knight to be attacking that and not them. Get a little too risky right there, so you don't want to be diving into enemy heroes like that. You want to be kind of waiting and then trying to take somebody out. Once again, doing the same thing here. Get a little bit risky. Probably should be staying back and run the Singularity Strike. End up killing 1, so that's okay. Get super greedy, going for the Demon Hunter. Forgot about that. Yeah, so I guess that's one of those things where it's fine, but I was only had like 50 health, so I was going to die no matter what, so I probably shouldn't have dove that. At least I killed 1 though, so we were able to take out the fort. We're now 3 levels ahead. We've got level 13. They're getting close to level 11, but for the most part we're still ahead in this game. The next level talents are going to be the Giant Killer, Spell Shield, Burning Rage, Vorpal Blade, Wormhole. Out of these talents, the best one to take is probably going to be Vorpal Blade, because this ability allows you to attack a target. Then whenever you activate it, you can teleport behind that target, and you kind of stay consistently with that target. It does have a 15-second cooldown, so you really only have a chance to use it once per fight. But when you pair this with your Blink, you can kind of initiate on somebody as they're running away. You can use Vorpal Blade, jump back to them, and then if they keep getting away from you, you can blink and finish them off. So it really helps kind of keep that momentum moving around the map. So I'll be grabbing that here next. But for the meantime, we're going to try to take out Mr. Rainer. He does use Hyperion and just kind of wastes it as it runs away. Our Rainer's coming in, and I'm getting really low, but you can see here with Zeratul, he puts out so much damage, and with that cleave, when they're all griefed up like that, it does a lot of damage very quickly, and it really helps the team out. And so we're going to be pushing in here to see if I can take out Mr. Furion. Once again, Cleave, and Furion actually takes me out. Demon Hunter is able to finish him off, though, unfortunately. I probably could have blinked a little bit sooner to got out of there, but no such luck. The key, though, is we're able to take out Furion, and we're able to finish off these creeps with the range creeps and take out this fort, because that is what we want. That is our main objective, is the fort. Looking around the map, though, we see they're defending mid. Top's good. Actually, no, he doesn't push the fort. What's he doing? He should push the fort. Level 16 talents. We got Executioner, Double Bombs, Stone Skin, Berserk. Double Bombs is fun. It lets you throw out 2 Singularity Spikes, so you can get some good slow and really chase people down. But for this game, I went ahead and grabbed Executioner because that does bonus damage versus enemies who are stunned or slowed, which I'm going to be slowing them. And that just really helps. We're going to be trying to get mid now because we really need that Dragon Knight. So I'm going to cut mid as quick as I possibly can. Now Furion's trying to go crazy, but there's no need for that. We'll go ahead and get the Dragon Knight. Now we need to push down the middle lane. We're still 3 levels ahead. We haven't really lost any forts, which is kind of what that difference is, because the forts are absolutely key. Moving in here on the Demon Hunter, and actually I didn't know that, but so when she uses that ability, she's able to miss the projectiles. Go ahead and pick up the kill, though. Ultimate just came off cooldown. Could have used that and finished her off if I needed to. That is the Vulpur Blade I'm mousing over right now, is trying to make sure if I got it, just because of the chaos of this game. We're going to try to take these towers out. I probably should have been mid with the teammates. As you see, I realized that a little bit too late, so we're coming in here to see if we can kind of finish them off. But at this point, we really need to get out of here. We're all really low, and I blink away, leave poor Mr. Tinkerman by himself as he gets chased down. We didn't really do a good enough job with that Dragon Knight. We really should have pushed. We had a 3-level lead. We had Dragon Knight. We should have just pushed in there and tried to take out the fort as quick as possible, but that was partially my fault because I went bottom and I was trying to get that experience.
An ally has been slain.
They're now pushing into our base, and they're doing a good job of being clumped up. We have 2 dead, we have 3 here, but we're all about half health, and so we're going to do the best we can to hold this. We probably should just give up the wall or get caught there by Kerrigan. That's a really good play by Kerrigan. And I'm forced to retreat because there's really nothing you can do with Zeratul when there's a bunch of people. Zeratul is kind of like Ricky and Dota in the sense of you're not going to be a teamfight hero, but you're going to be more of a hero that picks people off and tries to catch people out by himself. Able to blink over walls, which is huge. It's like having, if you play League of Legends, it's like having Flash, but it's only on an 8-second cooldown. So being able to blink around the map is just absolutely huge. That's kind of what makes Zeratul so good at just killing people and then blinking out, especially once you finish off your talents, your rank 20 talents. He's able to pick up the other blink with the, let's find the right name, Bolt of the Storm. So then you're able to blink in people and then blink out. You have the ability to do that. I left Blondie there to die just because there was no need for me to take that fight with 5 enemy heroes. At this point in the game, the death timers are getting up there, and so you really don't want to just die just because they can turn around and really push into our base and do a lot. So I'm going to take out these mercenary camps, get some momentum going back in our favor, because they've made a really good comeback. If you look at the levels now, they're level 17, we're level 17, and they're pushing into our base. It's really those forts. That's what it comes down to. If they get a fort or 2, they're back in this game. So you really need to maintain that momentum in Heroes of the Storm because there's nothing worse than giving it up. So I'll be cutting back up here top. I'm going to try to grab the mercenary camp, but then I decided to turn around and grab the dragon shrine because that is necessary. Kerrigan is down here. She sees me. She plays StarCraft. She knows what's up. I try to fight her. Not a good fight to take. Kerrigan is really strong, especially right now in the alpha. She might get changed here sooner or later, but she is definitely one of the strongest heroes in the game right now. And taking a fight one-on-one like that against her is just not a good idea. I probably should be trying to defend this fort, but since I'm so low on health, there's just nothing I can do. So she's going to take that. That's going to get them another significant amount of levels. They're almost level 18. They have the Dragon Knight. So I need to pull back and heal up and go back and help my team. Luckily, they're doing the mistake they did in the beginning of the game. They have the Dragon Knight, and they're not defending him. They're leaving him by himself. So we took him out really quick. We're able to finish off the mop up their team before Demon Hunter gets caught out again. Vampiric gets killed, and so now we're going to come over here and take out Mr. Rainer. Actually, I get decimated. Luckily, we are able to finish, at least Kerrigan off. Tychus turns into a Thor, and you can see that damage he puts out. Able to stop the mounting, and Blondie, Mr. Rainer, was able to finish him off, and that was a big win for us. I guess that shows a really good example of why Zeratul's not a team fight hero, because I did have backup. I thought they were going to be following with me, so I jumped in there, got a good cleave off, hit both heroes, I kind of Vorpal Blade up, used my ultimate to just kind of do damage. But since I didn't really have any backup, I just got absolutely decimated and got blown up. So I really need to, make sure you take good engagements as Zeratul, and that's kind of the name of the game for these assassins. People like Zeratul, people like Cleave, because you're so squishy. If you get in there and you die really quick, you're useless, but you really need to make sure you take the right engagements. If you're able to have someone on your team like Tassadar who's able to give you a shield and help you, then it makes it a lot easier. So we're going to be pushing in here now and grabbing these mercenary camps, because mercenary camps are absolutely massive in this game. If you haven't quite got that notion yet, mercenary camps are largely important. So we grabbed the northwest one, we got the northeast one, and the southeast one. So 3 out of the 4, not too shabby. And Dragon Knight is going to come back up here. So what we really need to do is we need to control both points. We need to grab the Dragon Knight, and we need to really make a push at it. Demon Hunter gets caught out right there. It was kind of difficult because she was taking the mercenary camp. So she had to be right there to get it, but then at the same time, that's no good because we have 2 dead. They only have 1 dead. They're going to have all 5 up here in a second. If they want to push into us, they could, but more importantly, the Dragon Knight is up, and so they can stand around and grab those. So I'm going to take the top tower, and I'm going to engage over here on Rainer. As you know, I'm up here. Singularity Spike, once again, hits him, slows him. He's able to dodge out of it. I probably could use my ultimate here, and I go ahead and use it. I stay on him, finish him off. A little bit overkill, might have been able to kill him without it, but I really did need to make sure he died in this position, because the knights are going to be helping push in here. I can go back, I can go up and protect that point up top. So you can see that it's still blue. I'm going to let that go because their barbarian is forced to defend those knight camps, or those knight creeps that are pushing in. So I'm able to cut mid here, help Mr. Tychus, and hopefully we're able to take them out, grab the Dragon Knight, and we can make a big push to end this game, because we kind of blew our lead. We had a big lead and we lost it. Alright, so they're pushing bottom now. Let's see if he can grab this, because if they can just grab this, I can go ahead and grab the Dragon Knight mid, and we can really make a push going for it. So we lose top. Unfortunately, they're just a little bit too late on that. I'm definitely going to finish off this Demon Hunter though. She's just free bait. There you go, easy kill. Surprised Kerrigan kind of hung around, but between me and Mr. Zeratul, or me and Mr. Tychus, we're able to grab this. Moonwell really helps. I missed the Cleave, unfortunately, but I'm able to finish her off. And now we're getting the level 20 talents. We got Fear the Storm, Bolt the Storm, and Nazarim Fury. I'm going to go with Bolt the Storm for this game because, like I said, that mobility is huge. I need to get in and get out, especially with their team kind of really starting to kill me and shut me down. Diving here on Vampiric, getting a little bit crazy with the Barbarian there. I see the Demon Hunter comes in, so I think I'll be okay, but Vampiric just turns that around really, really quickly. Vampiric's just a really good hero. If we're able to kill him right there, if we take him out, if I'm able to kill him, 2 seconds before we win that fight. But just due to him healing himself and popping his ultimate and finishing both of us off, puts us in a really bad position. So we have 4 people dead now. They're pushing in here to this fort. We don't want to give up this fort because they're about to be level 21, and we'll be back on even ground, 21 and 21. And we're not going to get any more talents because we're out of talents, and so now we really have to work as a team because both teams are kind of maxed out and very equal in experience, and kind of comes down to teamwork at this point in the game.
Rejoined the battle.
So we're going to have to give up this fort. Rainer decides to go up top to get that shrine, which I understand, you want to get the shrine, but the rest of the enemy team is all up. We're not, so he's going to try to go sneak the Dragon Knight. The rest of us are coming up here in a second, and we already lose the fort, so we're a little bit behind on that. and actually, it was Rainer, that was Tychus. So he tries to take out the Demon Hunter, and what he really needs to do is kind of get back with us, the rest of the team, because we don't want him to get picked off, because we're going to lose. If we lose him, we're going to be in a bad position. He does kill the Demon Hunter, though. I didn't catch it on the video, but he did finish off the Demon Hunter, so now she's dead. I'm going to be moving in here to try to defend this. Poor Rainer, though. Rainer's a great hero, but when he's by himself, he's not as good. So I'm able to use the Vorpal Blade there, and then that heal is so good. And then another blink, so that double blink helps. Demon Hunter was able to come finish him off. And I don't know how I survived here. I only have 200 health. I'm not going to teleport home. And that got a little dicey. I overestimated the amount of damage that I was able to put out there, and with his heal, he's a good hero. Rainer's a good hero.
An enemy has been slain.
Alright, so now we got both shrines. We're going to be cutting mid. This is kind of the name of the game right now, because 3 of them are dead. If we're able to grab Dragon Knight, we're going to push in and finish this game off. I go for the Demon Hunter. I probably should have went for Malfurion. I end up changing targets and use my ultimate there to help finish them off. And now we're able to grab Dragon Knight, push back into their base. We do as much damage as we can, because we have 4 people dead, and we just need to run in. We're all going mid. Forts are nice, definitely, but at this point in the game, we just need to push in there, do as much damage as we possibly can with the base. I stay back and get the creeps. Probably shouldn't have done that. I probably should have stuck with the team. So they're actually doing a pretty good job defending. Go ahead and use the Thor ability, and Dragon Knight should just be focusing on that building. Shooting the Fire Breath definitely helps, but he really just needs to be focusing that, doing as much damage as he can. I pulled back a bit and I started attacking the creeps because I got just about dead on health. I finished him off and then died to Rainer. Probably should have just stayed attacking the core, because it's only at 300 or 400 health. It's one of those things where once you commit, at that point you want to commit all in. At the time I was thinking, hey, maybe I should pull back a little bit, or maybe us as a team should kind of pull back and regroup. And try to take people off, but no such luck. So I go ahead and pull back. We all die, so they can go ahead and push down the middle. Looks like they're going down the middle. They have 2 choices in this part of the game. They can either go after mercenary camps, or they can go after our base. I'd say both are totally valid. Mercenary camps is going to give them more experience, and it's going to allow them to keep up the pressure. If they go straight down mid, they can go for a fort, which is obviously really good. I think the better choice in this part of the game is going to be going for the mercenary camps, which is what they end up doing. Because if they go down the middle and we all spawn and wipe them before they end the game, then they're just going to lose as we walk across the base and kill them. By taking the mercenary camps, they can keep pressure on our base with the knights and the other ones. What they really need to do is they need to take them, and then they need to regroup. So we got Malfurion and the Barbarian who are getting way too aggressive. They have no need to be there. And we were able just to clean them up. It was a 4 versus 2. They were just in a bad position. And that is something that kind of ruins the game for the team. If they take that mercenary camp and they pull back and they regroup as 5, then that makes this game a whole different story, because we're both the same level. They have mercenary camps and we don't. And we really have to go in there. So we're just gonna go in. We're gonna go straight for the base. That low health is so low, and we're just gonna attack that and finish that off. And that is that. Just by running across the map, finishing it off. I mean, they can't do anything there. 3 versus 5. We're just too strong. And that is Zeratul. Hope you guys enjoyed seeing Zeratul being played. Zeratul is a great hero. He's probably one of the I don't know, more popular ones at the time being, just because Zeratul's a badass, so people like playing him. He also puts out insane damage, and he's stealth, so he is a good hero if you're kind of new to Heroes of the Storm. Mess around with him, because he is pretty fun to play and pretty easy to play. And that is that for Heroes of the Storm, though. I hope you guys enjoy. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's @IndyFinch. I'll put a link to that in the comments. If you want to see more Heroes of the Storm videos, feel free to subscribe, and we'll have more stuff coming your way here in the future.
Let's go. When we see the competition, tell them they don't want no static. This is not your ordinary, this is flip side tactics. This is domination among the things you've been waiting for. Headed to the top if we make it there, when we taking more. There's no iron team, but something I guarantee.